What's up YouTube, this is Stanky from Stockflix and I make videos on the stock market. Guys, in today's video I'm answering a subscriber's question. I think it's a fantastic question and it's going to help a lot of you guys out, right? Because it's focused around NIO and how NIO is trading at the moment. The question is from Scott and he asked, so I bought NIO at the $40 dip mark, then I bought some more at 42 and then I bought some more at 46, but it ended up at 45. Where do you see this going tomorrow or next week? Do you see it dropping to 30 or staying up in the 40s or potentially hitting the 50s again? Guys, this is an amazing question, right? And it's very topical at the moment because of the way NIO is trading. So before I answer this question, guys, I'm trying to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers by Christmas time. Now we're only a few weeks away, so there's a few things you guys could do to help. You could help share the video with a friend, a colleague, a daughter, a son, a parent even. Guys, do whatever you can just to promote the Stockflix name, right? Trying to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. It will be a fantastic Christmas present from you guys. Without further ado, let's answer this question. Firstly, big congrats to you, Scott, because you're dollar cost averaging into NIO. And look, it takes strength and it takes vision to dollar cost average into a stock when it's in its red. So big congrats to anyone out there who else is continually dollar cost averaging and increasing their position in NIO. It's going to pay off in the long term. You just have to hold firm and trust the process, guys. Now, the way I've gone thinking about how is NIO going to trade over the next few weeks for the rest of this year, I've gone back and looked at what's moved this share price over the last few months, right? Because that's going to kind of determine how the evolution of the share price is going to pan out going forward. So guys, let's jump into the share price and let me show you my findings. So guys, up on screen we have the NIO share price graph, and as you can see, nice increase in that share price. And guys, it's characterized by these sharp pops in his share price, right? And I've gone into the detail, looked at why it's popped, because that should give us an indication of why NIO's moved in the past and why it could potentially move like that in the future, guys. So if we look, for example, on the 18th of November, a 7.5% increase in its share price. Guys, why was that? Because Bank of America doubled its share price target. So the investors were excited by Bank of America's re-rating on NIO. It gave them confidence in the stock. They went and purchased the stock. You know, big institutions purchased the stock and that share price jumped, right? Let's take another one. If we look at the 4th of November, right? Let's jump down to the 4th of November. Guys, look at that. 12.3% pop in the share price. Guys, why is that? Because Citi increased their share price target from 33 to 46. So again, the same thing. We're seeing the same kind of patterns emerging, guys. When an analyst revises their rating, investors get confident and pour money into NIO, right? Guys, let's just take another one. We're going to go a little bit further back in time this time. We're going to go to the 14th of October. Guys, look at this. Look at this, 22% increase in the share price. Why is this? Look at this, guys. Because of JP Morgan. JP Morgan increased their share price target. And they've now got a $40 share price target, right? This was way back in October. This is just another example. So you can see, guys, over time, when an analyst revises their ratings, boom, investors are confident, share price rises. So this gives us a good indication of why NIO has moved historically in a certain way. Now guys, what's interesting to note is we know that NIO has had two good quarters, right? Its Q2 was good and its Q3 was good. Now, if we look at the share price movement on the Q2 and Q3 announcement, we'll see it will reveal something interesting. Guys, Q2 was announced on the 11th of August. If we then look at the share price movement, it's almost muted, guys. NIO had a 2% increase. That's way below the 7, 8, 20% increases we've seen when an analyst revises its ratings. Guys, this Q3 was announced on the 17th of November. So let's go to the 17th of November to see the share price movement. Guys, a decrease of 3%. But we know NIO had standout quarters. So guys, what's this revealing is that the market is already pricing in NIO's revenue numbers, its margins, its good financial performance. So by the time we get to the announcement of the quarterly report, guys, the investors are, it's all already baked in. The investors aren't excited. But what's exciting the investors is the analysts, right? There's a lot of waiting on what the analysts say. Now guys, NIO had a fantastic October deliveries month, if you remember. It was the first time it broke 5,000, a big uplift on the previous month. This was announced on the 2nd of November. Guys, if we see how the share price moved on the 2nd of November, as we can see, guys, 9% increase. So guys, what this is collectively showing is that the NIO share price increases when investors are surprised, right? So this is interesting, right? This is something to bear in mind going into the future. So we know that the NIO share price is going to rise when NIO come out with something that surprises us, guys. So guys, we know that this week's been a tough week for EV stocks and Chinese stocks. And this is shown by the downward trend in NIO share price graph. We know things like the Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act and other various regulatory intervention into certain Chinese companies has caused this cloud in the sector, right? NIO right now is operating in a very fragile environment to where it used to operate. So guys, even this pop here of 6%, right? I believe this is due to Goldman Sachs revising their rating on NIO to $60. And as I said, when an analyst revises its rating, it really is a catalyst for NIO's share price. But just given the environment it's operating in, it's just too fragile to maintain that increase in its share price. So in terms of where I see NIO trading at the end of this year, guys, I think NIO is going to trade between $42 and $46. Now, I don't think NIO will drop below 40. I think the support line is probably a bit too strong there. Investors will just keep buying in once it drops down to that 40 line. But guys, I do think there's going to be some strong resistance at 45 and even stronger resistance at 50. Now, we have to think to ourselves over the next 26 days of the month, what catalysts does NIO have to bring its share price up? And there's not too many, right? It's not coming out of any delivery numbers. We know that the quarterly reports don't move its share price graph, and we know that when an analyst comes out and revises its rating, it's just the environment is too fragile to sustain that rise in its share price. So guys, 42 to 46 is my expectation for where NIO should be trading. However, guys, this doesn't change the strategy for investing in NIO. I think dollar cost averaging in is still a fantastic idea. One thing to note, guys, is if you're dollar cost averaging into NIO, do try and put the same amount of dollars into another stock or another industry just to maintain that diversity of your portfolio and not have it too overweight into NIO or into Chinese stocks. So guys, the big question is, when are we going to see a rise in NIO's share price, right? When are we going to break through the $50 mark? When are we going to break through that $55 mark, which we have done before? And when are we going to break through that $60 mark? Because that is going to be a big deal for us NIO investors, right? Breaking through 60 is going to be a fantastic thing to see. So guys, I think potentially it might be one of these three things. I think the first is that we know that NIO right now is looking to expand its production capacity. They've said that in their last delivery note, right? They're working hard to increase their capacity to 7,500 per month from 5,000. Now guys, if they can do that this month, and in January, if they keep the momentum of their business, we could potentially see anywhere in the region of 6,000 vehicles to 7,000 vehicles delivered. Guys, that would be a fantastic thing for us investors to see, because I think NIO in December will probably hit, I don't think it will go very much beyond 5,300 vehicles. So if we then see a big pop off to 6,000, 6,500, 6,750 even deliveries in January, that's going to give a lot of momentum to the stock, and then I think we can get a nice 10% pop in the share price on that day. So that's something to look out for. Guys, the second thing is I think NIO Day could potentially have a nice impact on the share price, right? If NIO Day is different from Battery Day, because we know what happened at Battery Day, where Elon was giving plans that were too far in the future, and it's not something to get the investors excited in today. And NIO surprises us by giving us an announcement, something we're not prepared for. That could give a nice boost in the share price. And guys, that is January the 9th, so set your calendars for that. Guys, the third situation, which I think could be a nice catalyst for the NIO share price graph and could get us beyond those resistance lines of 55 and 60, could be its international expansion. So guys, since they've announced that a few months ago, they've been very quiet on it. There's been no update whatsoever. But guys, potentially in January, we could get an update on this international expansion. That could be progress they've made in Europe, or that could be their second geographic location to expand into. And guys, that would get investors excited again in NIO, and we would see a lot of institutional investing in NIO as well, and that should give good momentum to its share price. And again, we could potentially see it breaking that strong resistance at $55 and potentially $60. So guys, those are my 3 things to look out for in January. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Do hit a like on this video. It really helps the channel out. Guys, as always, please light up that comment section. You guys have been fantastic recently. Write down your comments, thoughts, opinions, guys. Go at it. It's been fantastic to read everything and reply to everything. So guys, thanks for checking in. Do consume that content. And guys, as always, go out there and make some fantastic money. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.